Good morning and welcome to episode 1176 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Wes has an update on one of our all-time favorite stories and much more in the cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah, you're going to want to stick around for the cream of the crop. One of our all-time favorite stories involving a little cheating scandal. We got a little update on that, as well as great news for cancer patients. We're going to poke fun at plumbers, Joe Biden. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Just a fantastic, fantastic
Classic
coffee, if I'm being honest with you.
Sounds like the
Classic.
Globetrotters.
Yeah.
A tip drill sounds like.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, wait, what a treat.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
That'll be
Whoa.
nice.
sorry.
What a way to start the day.
Damn.
And Mark's got a couple of bad penises on deck for us.
Whoa.
Whoa. What a treat.
Whoa. Yeah.
Man, it just keeps getting better. And I've got a segment called It Gets Worse. Don't forget to read the fine print in the hole. So,
I mean,
that's
sounds like a
tax
downer,
season,
but a
all
necessary downer. We need to know.
Yeah.
yeah. You need to hear these examples. And Pat's got the latest emojis for us to close this one out today.
Yeah, you're damn right. There's new emojis out, guys, and I'm going to be breaking them down, the actual emoji, and then what kids are going to be using them to say.
Nice.
How woke are they, Pat? On a scale of 1 to woke, they're woke, right?
I mean, is weird sexual stuff woke?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
woke as
then,
you get, bro.
then I'd say
yeah.
woke as fuck.
Yeah.
So
woke me. I'm awake.
You know what I was
Your
thinking
pants
when
are going to be woke after
Yeah.
this segment.
I would love to see Joe Biden give a demonstration or like a presentation on all the new emojis.
Trying
That
to
would be
explain the best usage of each emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. That'd be a fun presentation. Okay, merch, very important. Store.hardfactor.com. Get in there right now because all of these designs, the Andy Reid, the Taft, take a dip, the half pack with Wes, the Eagle, put her there
Yes.
on the Eagle, the Good Morning, the Bonus Dog, the Fat Boy Summer 4 Guys designs, the Coconut design, the Sun design, Fat Boy Summer Circle, all of these classic designs, and the Jamaica line. But these designs are going to go away this week. The ones that I just mentioned, the Jamaica line is going to stay until 420, and after that, it'll be locked in the vault as well. So get in there right now. They may come back one day. These are classics.
Maybe not. We might make new ones. Maybe not. Yeah.
Yeah, if they do come back, no guarantee they're going to be exactly the same. Exactly. So get in there, store.hardfactor.com. Get them now because we will be cleaning out the store this week.
That's right. We're like a European football club or any real team. Like we get a new kit each season, so there's going to be a new season of half a pack, new season of Bonus Dog, new season of all these things. So you gotta collect them, right?
And if you're a stoner and you want to be ready for 420, order the Jamaica now because then it'll get to you, the beautiful leaf design, and then you'll have it before it gets locked in the vault. So
Yeah,
There you go.
and you help us out. You support the show, and we can keep doing this bullshit. You know what I mean?
people helping people, beautiful thing.
People helping people.
And then you get this coffee that you're about to get.
That's right.
Oh,
treat.
yeah.
Should we get into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Suck it down.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
All right, got a little fun fact about plumbing today. Plumbing. Did you know that the flushing toilet was invented by John Harrington in 1596, and that is where we get the nickname the John when we refer to the toilet.
No.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Who was Crapper then?
Okay.
Who was
I'm
John
gonna get-
Crapper as well?
Thomas Crapper
Tom
Okay.
Crapper.
was he increased the popularity of the flushing toilet, and that's where we get the crapper.
He was just a shithead. He was
Yeah.
Love the flushing toilet.
He just took dumps.
There's Crapper. Look at that guy. That guy took a shit.
Yeah. I need to make it flush harder. No.
Man.
Yeah.
So there
He
you go.
increased the well size on the back.
The popularity. Yeah, he was like, this thing's pretty good.
John's
takes-
okay, but
Yeah,
That's one time you don't want to be first, bro. Like, I invented a toilet. Oh, damn it.
I mean, I would have loved to have invented the flushing toilet. What a hero.
But then people are referring to the thing they shit in as your name.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, like,
That's
that guy's awesome.
I think it'd be fantastic.
Every
That
day.
guy's awesome. That guy's like, we got to do something with these things. We got to get them out of here.
When
You
you put it
telling
that
me
way, guys.
you would be mad if the toilet was the Pat?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it would be kind of cool.
I'm about to go drop my waist in the Pat.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
but
what
you'd
else-
also
you
get
know-
all the
You know what
yeah,
another nickname for it
all the
is?
pickup lines too.
The throne.
The throne. That's true. That's a king's seat.
Royalty.
It's pretty important.
The loo.
Yeah.
Okay,
French.
let's move on from that. There you go. Little fun plumbing fact for you today about toilets. And guys, I think I've told you about how I was a plumber's assistant for a short period of time on this show.
I don't remember this.
You don't remember? With a
No.
guy that I had to drive around, Eddie, he had diabetes. I had to make sure he
right.
didn't drink too much Coke.
Did he have the mustache like I have right now?
No, he was a skinny little, like, he couldn't drive because his diabetes were so bad. And I had to make sure that I kept Eddie alive.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
my-
yeah.
that
He
was
would
my
have
job.
he would have snuck Diet Cokes if you didn't.
Oh, he would have killed himself.
Yeah.
He would have not eaten enough or eaten too much sugar. That's the way Eddie rolled. So
Wow.
anyway,
When you met Eddie, was he like? How long did it take him to tell you that if you didn't take care of him, he would die?
no, those were the instructions given by the mob boss who owned this plumbing company. Was
Oh, okay.
listen, Eddie's kind of
Wow.
my slave. I need you to drive Eddie around to do the plumbing.
Otherwise, you clean the toilets. You-
Right,
yeah. Otherwise, yeah. Yeah.
But only one Charleston chew
Yeah.
per every
Eddie was
3
basically a
hours.
slave.
No
He was
more
an
than that.
indentured servant. He stayed in this guy's house, and then he also worked for him. So Eddie was.
And he
down
had
in
this
dumps.
guy do a hit for him, and then he
Yeah,
and he owed him.
probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it hits close to home
And
because
he lived in the basement for the rest of his life.
yeah, I think Eddie's dead now. I think he actually did
Oh,
die
you
of
think?
diabetes, unfortunately.
What was that 15 years ago?
Yeah, this
20
is a
years
while ago.
Yeah.
This is like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But it hits home because of what happened to this particular plumber also kind of happened to me. So let's go to Northridge, California, where a woman hired a 50-year-old guy, this plumber, to fix her pipes. And she called 911 after the plumber went missing after entering her crawl space below her home 3 hours earlier. So, we've and didn't hear from him. And we've talked about on the show bears getting the crawl spaces, especially in California, Nevada. So she was like, "Holy shit, what happened to this fucking plumber? He's
How
been gone for
bad?
3
How
hours."
bad were my toilets? How bad were my
Right.
shits? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bear
So
eating.
this is embarrassing.
I've
Did I
never had
shit a
any-
bear
anyone
into the
quit
crawl
on me
space?
like this.
Yeah, exactly.
She almost didn't want to call it in because it's so embarrassing.
Yeah, she was shouting for him. She's like, "Hey, plumber!"
I made him
nothing.
Yeah.
retire.
Yeah, she was banging on the floor. Nothing, right? So
It's like making your ex-girlfriend go gay if a plumber
Exactly.
if a plumber just quits on the job on you
Yeah.
because your
Yeah.
shits are that bad.
I've done that. You said you're what?
Yeah. Really gay?
You
This
dating
is
him now?
your girlfriend, huh? Okay.
Cool. Thanks for that today. So the woman attempted to shout for the plumber and bang on the floor. Nothing. He was unresponsive. So now she calls
shit's killed him.
911. Yeah. And the EMS fire department shows up, and they notice that this guy, they can see this unconscious plumber in this crawl space, like deep in the crawl space.
No.
They're
Pass out from
You had
the
a heart
like,
attack?
They're like, "Oh my god, I can see him." So then they cut a fucking hole with a chainsaw in the woman's floor to get this
Wait.
guy out.
Wait. Why didn't they just go into
did
the
they
crawl
crawl in?
space and like
You
grab
can't
it?
get a plumber out, bro.
Yeah,
you can get a
because
plumber
the-
in, but you
yeah.
can't get a limp, lifeless plumber.
What,
Yeah.
Did they have one guy coming in from behind and then they sawed into the front so he couldn't escape? Like,
They were like, "Look, we can either drag this fat fuck out of here, or we can cut a hole in the floor." Let's.
oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
She went for this?
Yeah,
She went
yeah.
for cut a hole in my house?
She thought the guy was dead, but luckily,
She was just happy. She was just happy that she had a plausible deniability reason for why he died, and it wasn't her
right.
terrible shits.
But luckily for everyone, the chainsaw woke him up. He wasn't dead. He just passed out. He was
He
snoozing.
was taking a diabetes
Yeah,
nap. How
that's
many
right.
freaking plumbers? What's the percentage of plumbers with diabetes? You think 50?
Probably 90%.
Yeah.
High.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
you gotta keep
the
little
same
snacks in
percent-
your crawl space if they're gonna go in there. Their blood sugar might get low.
Yeah.
You do, Pat. You need to keep granola bars and Gatorades. It's the same percent mark that eat at Arby's every day for lunch, which is also high.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it reminds me when I fell asleep on the job as a plumber's assistant because the mob boss got a call call from the homeowner after he submitted the bill to her, and on there was a $150 charge for plumber's assistant. Meanwhile, she saw me snoring, not helping Eddie out at all, and I got a scolding for that. She was like, "If you're gonna fucking fall asleep on the job, do it in the truck, because you're fucking me here." So that was a short-lived.
Wasting my time, kid.
Yeah, that was a short-lived job. Also,
I just fell asleep on the job.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Eddie died, or
care of Eddie?
what happened?
I just got in deep trouble. He told me to never fall asleep in the house of a client ever again.
Oh,
He got scolded by Eddie.
Yeah, because not Eddie, the mob boss. This guy,
okay.
he was like his son was like a boxer. Anyway, but
Eddie
also
could have died, Wes.
Yeah, he could have died.
Wes, where was this in?
What if he had an
Yeah,
extra
it was in Falls Church, and this.
Where is this in Jersey?
It was a Klein connection. Let me just put it that way.
Could you imagine if Eddie had snuck out for a Slurpee, Wes?
Oh, I mean, I would have been dead. But check this out. We've been talking about submitting some stock photo for like Getty Images and to be licensed. We could all pull off this Getty image of a plumber. I mean, look at this.
Plumbers
ass
is
crack.
up our alley.
This is what we're
need
made for.
Okay, I'll get
Should
a
we start
plumber
there?
outfit.
Yeah, you guys want to cosplay as plumbers?
I think we should start here.
well, hold on. No, Will's gonna get a fucking Wario outfit, dude.
No. Tell me what outfits I need.
Wario the plumber.
I just set up the headshots. Tell me what I need. I got to get plumber.
Jeans,
I gotta
belt,
get
tool belt.
All right.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we'll put this in the question today if you listen on Spotify. And just to give a little context, if you go on any stock footage website, there's stuff there that's like famous images you can license, but there's also images you can license just if you're going to make like a Photoshop. Big companies do it, and you can upload these photos. And we want to see if we do it, if we can get into some ads and stuff like BJ
Wario
Novak
plumber
from The
as
Office.
well? Just like Mario.
Yeah,
He must be,
An
bro.
evil
So we're
plumber.
we're updating our.
Maybe he's an
we're updating our photos.
electrician because he's like supposed to be
yeah.
Yeah,
like opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, he's always just shocking you.
he's an HVAC guy.
You think he's union? Wario's union, right?
Luigi's definitely union. I feel like.
Yeah,
Or Waluigi.
Yeah, I feel like
Definitely.
Waluigi's
Wario,
like
When's
the union
lunch?
Wario might screw over the union people.
boss. Yeah, Wario's a union buster.
Yeah,
he's the-
absolutely.
He's the foreman.
Crosses the line. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, luckily the plumber is alive. I was gonna do. You guys want to hear Joe Biden's gaffe on the Nashville shooting? I mean, I have it written. I don't. But now I'm having second guesses about like playing it because it's just kind of like he's an idiot.
Did you guys see what happened? Like, so
You want to play it?
with his
So
thing,
he like didn't get the update in time or something. Yeah.
No,
go
no,
ahead.
yeah, they were gonna go live to the White House, and like he
He was doing
obviously,
some
like,
other event. He had some other event going on.
didn't
and
get
just,
the memo.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can play it. We can talk about it because I have some thoughts. I mean, you can't really update his speech live, right? You know, like because he's
Right,
old.
on the fly didn't
Yeah.
really work either. So yeah, you
Yeah.
might as well play.
Okay,
it.
so he
Yeah,
didn't know that
they
he
would've
was going
written it
to
out in
address them
cursive.
on the school shooting.
No, he was there for another event. That event wasn't for the school shooting,
It
but
was
it
kinda like-
happened. But it happened. And then it was like you should address it, right? Because it happened, and like everyone's like some news articles, like Fox News, thought he was going to address it, probably because they're trying to make him look bad. But he
Well,
was
all
there
the
for
networks,
just-
all the
Yeah.
networks cut in. It was like all the networks cut in, and he was supposed to start talking about Nashville, and instead he just
he
kept
did
going
this.
I
with
thought he
his
was there for a different
schmoozing.
event. Oh.
Listen,
Yeah, it
when-
was
when-
Mark, but
Yeah.
they knew that the networks were cutting in for coverage, and so
Right.
he should have got something in his ear telling him like,
No,
hey, you
yeah,
got to
no one,
change it
no
up
one
here.
like ran up to him and was like, "Hey, we need 5
And-
minutes. We got to explain to this guy, Joe Biden, that we have to talk about the shooting now." Like, he just
Right.
went with this.
Instead, all the networks cut to him, and this is what happened. What
and the
Wes
problem
said.
is that when Joe has a mic that's not attached to a podium, he thinks he's doing stand up. Like he's roaming around the stage. You
kinda
got to get
does.
him in front of a podium and get him under control because otherwise this type of shit happens.
Joe Biden. I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband.
It's not a
And I
laugh
ate
track,
Jenny's
but-
ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream.
Gotta let
By
that
the way,
shit
I have a
go.
whole refrigerator full upstairs.
Oh, refrigerator. Like, wouldn't you have a freezer?
I got a whole refrigerator upstairs.
Dude, that is that could have easily been Trump's shtick as well. Like that's just old president
His is
shtick.
McDonald's.
He kept
Right.
so the clip goes on. He kept going with it, and all the
He
networks
asked-
had to
he
be like,
asked for the
"Whoops,
good-looking
we
kids.
thought We thought he was going to talk about Nashville. Let's cut away.
Yeah, there was like kids in the back. He's like, "Whose kids are those?" He's like, "Those kids are really handsome, good looking. Get those those good looking kids."
Exactly. Started talking about the kids that were at
look at the kids. Look how handsome and good looking those kids are.
Which was like super. It came off ultra insensitive when you were watching the news and all the news stations were talking exactly, and then they cut over to him, and
it was a bad timing thing. He didn't. Right. I don't think he maliciously was like.
No, he obviously
he just didn't get the memo. Yeah,
they didn't. He didn't get the memo, and if they tried, it's very believable that they would have tried, and he just was like, what?
They would have had to get him an actual memo. That's the problem.
Facts,
right?
Facts,
handwritten. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I've got a new. Yesterday I did an engagement shoot after in the afternoon, and one of the things I do now, if I know that the couple is like more conservative or from a certain part of if they're from Texas, they're generally conservative. So one of the poses is the guy has to nuzzle the girl like in her ear, and I'm like, and so now my new line that always gets a great
smell
laugh.
Her hair.
Smell her hair. I call it the Biden. This is the Biden
you get a
pose.
big laugh.
Yeah,
you get a big laugh out
of
it.
I knew I liked you.
Yeah. And they're like, oh man, you're great. You're great.
You want to come to the wedding?
Oh, that's like great. The rest. The rest of the queers in Austin, we were skeptical.
Yeah, we knew you were a photographer. We thought you were going to suck like a queer.
Yeah. They start speaking a little lower.
Yeah,
they start
like. Hey, you noticed
telling me black jokes.
You noticed
Wes's tips go up though once he drops that Biden line. The sniffer hair.
That's right. So anyway,
queers there are around here.
Chris Christie was up in arms about it. He doesn't like it when people make jokes about ice cream. Blah 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 blah. That's it. I don't want to. I was going to talk a lot more details on Nashville that came out. There's of course the video of the cops.
Dude.
I mean, this is exactly what cops should do in an active shooter situation. What the Nashville police did. Take note, Uvalde police, because they ran towards the shooting.
It was the polar
They
opposite,
located the shooter, and then they fucking took her ass out.
One
boom,
shot.
boom, boom. It was textbook.
One shot, and it was. I mean, that video. Don't watch it if you don't want to get super angry. Because wow,
it's fucked up. But
it makes you think like, what the fuck is? What is newsworthy, right? Like, is it newsworthy to talk about? Yeah. Do we wish that they didn't mention shooters' names? Yeah, that needs to stop tomorrow. But then, like, they released that footage quick, man. Like, really quick. Obviously, there's not footage of the kids being shot.
Probably
because
they're
like
horrible. Want to brag about it. Unlike the Uvalde thing, they want to show you what to do. Like if you're a law enforcement, look how quick they got there.
They did a fantastic job in neutralizing.
That's why Uvalde footage took so long to come out, because they're like, people are going to lose their minds when they see the
when they see how horrible, because they were just standing in the lobby for 2 hours. I mean, it's just the police handled it better, but it's still just so frustrating the fact that you can't trust Capitol Hill really to get anything done on it.
Oh, nothing, dude.
On the topic.
Dude, the fucking
on any front, like we talked about yesterday.
The rep from
TLC, all that stalemate. Nobody's willing to compromise.
But another development that came out is that she reached out to her old basketball teammate, this cunt who shot up the school, reached out to her teammate, basically told her that, hey, I'm going to die today. What's about to happen is terrible. This friend of hers called the sheriff's office and was like, hey, I just got this disturbing message. She was then told to call the non-emergency line, which she was then put on hold for 8 minutes or 7 minutes. So that was a little faux pas that happened within the the protocol of maybe what you should do if someone threatens that they're going to kill themselves or that something really bad's going to happen. I don't know what they could have done, but probably not.
She did call 911 though. It was 911.
Yeah.
And then they directed her to 311.
Yeah, then they directed her to.
Oh man, that's why like if you ever.
Up.
Yeah,
that's why if you ever call any medical place, if you even call a fucking pharmacy, the first thing they say to you is, if this is emergency, hang up and call 911. That's why.
Right.
Like, yeah, man, just call 911.
Well, then you're in a cycle. Well, 911 should help you, but 311 like sometimes is not very helpful.
Doesn't help at all. They'll just transfer you somewhere else.
Right. They're like they don't know every single how to solve every single non-emergency in the city.
Yeah, so that's a mistake that happened in the process, I guess. And then also, didn't she have like a manifesto, and she was also under current care? Like people, she was like kind of should have been on some radars, right?
In her messages to her friend, she said more will come out about this later. I left enough evidence that the truth will come out later, something like that. So I'm sure she has manifestos.
Yeah, there's a
manifesto. There should have been, like we were saying yesterday. I mean, there should, even if people can't agree on some topics, like maybe there's at least something to like identify people who are at higher risk for becoming shooters or something like that. Because like seems like this person should have been on it, right? Like
it's a slippery
There's definitely a problem there.
Well, it's a slippery slope though, because you don't want to like.
You don't want to overdo it.
If these kids are like bullied to begin with, you don't want to then bully them, being like, "You're gonna kill them, aren't you?"
You don't want to overdo it, but you got to do something right.
This was a pretty obvious message. Hey, I'm gonna die today, and something really bad's about to happen. That's you got to take note of those kinds of messages.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's move on. Let's talk about the TSA, guys. A transgender woman was real fired up about her balls after she says a TSA agent apparently punched her in the balls while performing a security check at JFK Airport. And the
punched
person
her like Jimmy tapped her.
She's saying she punched her.
I was just playing around, just doing guy stuff.
Yeah, tapped her locker room
like a low blow, just like a boxing.
She's saying
something came up on that scan. A little tap here. Yep. Okay.
Nah, she's saying
keeping you on your toes. Hey.
All right. 22 that way. All right.
Smell her hair.
Yeah.
Smell her hair. So she then took to social media and said, "Hey." From the bathroom at the JFK. She said, "Hi, so a TSA agent at JFK punched me in the genitalia, yelled at me for having a penis, and humiliated me in front of everyone.
You don't get penises."
Right. After I told her to please stop.
This doesn't sound correct.
She then followed me into the women's bathroom, began talking about me to a coworker while I sobbed in a stall. Anyone know what I can do?
You hear that person crying in there? She's got a big old dick.
Yeah.
There's a female.
Punched her in the balls.
Yeah.
Female agent is more believable. If it was a dude agent, that's not. I bet. Yeah, but
female agent. Yeah.
I bet
it's possible. It's possible.
She got harassed. I'm sure.
Yeah. She then, which I couldn't help but laugh at. She then followed up on Twitter saying, "Haven't stopped crying in an hour. My balls still hurt so bad."
Oh no.
And then 1 minute later, "I don't want the TSA agent that hurt me fired. I want her educated and the entirety of the TSA abolished altogether."
Well, then that's fired in the long run. Yeah.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's she's a little bit drastic. She's got her balls punched. They still hurt, and then she wants to abolish the TSA.
I get it though. Like I know that's very complainy, but I get it. I doubt she got hit that hard. But like guys or gals with colostomy bags,
oh man,
they get super sensitive when they go through TSA. So I'm sure trans people probably the same thing. It's like if they fuck with your colostomy bag and some urine comes out, it's a fucking shit show and it's a shit storm. And the same thing probably if you nail some chick in the balls and you're like, "Whoa, you got balls!" Like make a scene out of it. That's probably gonna be a scene.
What happens sometimes now, Mark, is that because in 2021 there was a law passed that you can change your gender on your passport. So you can go through, can say you're a woman, and then your dick sets off like, "Hey, what's between that woman's leg?" It's a cock.
You have to wand it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's caused some problems. Like
Rolando Negrin could only dream. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. What
he
if
was the canary in the coal mine, Pat. Like, I mean, we
know.
should have learned from his experience.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Google it if you don't know.
Yeah.
And then now we're just dealing with it all over again.
That's right. So there's a story about TSA.
Is she going to win that lawsuit? Like, she said,
the JFK Airport put out a statement saying, "Look, we sorry, noted." And then I'm sure the TSA agents had a little meeting. They're like, "Listen, Arlene punched. Decided it was a good idea to hit a woman in the nuts today. Now we've got a firestorm. Maybe next time don't hit her in the nuts."
And then she followed her in the bathroom and said, "Nah, any nuts, boo boo." Like she didn't have to sing about it in the bathroom and bring in strangers.
Exactly.
No more taunting people about their testicles.
Yeah. Stop hitting transgenders people in the nuts, Arlene.
We had a meeting about it. All right.
Yeah.
What are the odds you go back? This woman that's asking for the abolishment of the TSA was a never forget person. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Probably.
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
Probably.
Well, now
she wasn't. She wasn't being truthful. She forgot.
Yeah, now she's forgetting. Yeah.
Let's move on from that, though, guys. Really good news, amazing news, and doctors are calling this new development in cancer prevention and treatment the holy grail of early cancer detection. I'm just going to read straight from the New York Post article because it's just really good. Following a radically successful trial on cancer patients, a new blood test that promises to predict tumors more than a year before they begin to form is now being applied in hospitals in the UK. Went through the trials. fucking passed with flying colors, and now it's actually in use in hospitals in the UK. So I know I've made fun of Indians and cracked on Indian doctors in the past, but an Indian firm called Epigeneris Biotech is responsible for this breakthrough. And their CEO, this guy, Ashish Tripathi, said, quote, "This is the first pan-cancer blood test. We can detect cancer earlier than other known technologies before the tumor has physically formed. Not only can I actually detect at this stage, I can actually tell you which cancer and where it is forming straight from a blood test.
And what day you're going to die."
Yeah. Oh,
Wow.
It
Impressive.
seems a little
Of the trial of 1,000 participants, 500 non-cancer, 500 cancer patients, researchers were able to accurately anticipate the formation of tumors across 25 cancers, including the most prevalent: breast, pancreatic, lung, colon, and even some that didn't think they had cancer were found to have the predisposition for future cancer diagnosis, and they did it without one false positive. So this is it flew through the trials. Hospitals are now using it. It's going to come to the U.S. soon after they get through it in the U.K. Doctors everywhere are calling this literally the holy grail of early cancer.
Is it possible this
detection.
guy's just like magical and he's just like looking at he can just tell?
No,
He's
because
got
now normally
supernatural
it's a
powers.
biopsy, it's a scan, it's appointments.
A year
now
before.
one blood test you can detect where it's going to form and what kind of year before. This is incredible news, honestly, for
no,
cancer.
it's insane.
Game changer.
So you're just going to be able to get like a cancer screening as part of your annual physical blood draw.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like it's like your yearly checkup.
Yeah.
Do you have to go to the doctor to get that?
I would imagine you do.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah. If you don't go to the
Sometimes
doctor,
you can just go to a lab, though. You can just
This guy might be able to tell without you going.
Order the labs, and that's it.
Now
Just
we're
go to
talking.
lab.
Pat, send this guy a picture, and he might be able to tell. This guy sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Send him a
doctor.
picture.
I'll try to
Yeah,
look.
he's-
I'll try to
he's
look
good.
my best and fool him.
Yeah, give him plumber butt. Give him a couple angles.
Yeah. Anyway, awesome news for everyone that has been affected by cancer. I have my little.
Well, it's awesome. It's awesome news for like
cancer.
the younger generation. Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer. Exactly.
It's awesome news for the
great
younger-
news for us.
Right. Like we need to start doing this now.
Right.
Like,
I should have had a
send it over-
colonoscopy by now.
Send it over to the U.S., please.
No, it's great news for the aging populations. Like we've talked
Well,
about,
everyone,
the U.S., China, all the other, Europe and all those other countries have a ton of people who are getting into like a prime, cancer age. So
It's time to
good to have
make cancer our bitch. It's time to like control cancer.
That's right.
Control cancer. Let's get in a sub-dom with cancer.
There you go. And
You'd like
that.
Can't-
Yeah,
Oh, is
yeah.
that's not the cream of the crop.
That's not. The
I
cream
tell
of the
you
crop.
when, cancer. I tell you when.
That could be the cream of the crop, but I've got a little bit more interesting news for
The cream of the crop!
cream of the crop today is an update on one of our all-time favorite stories. I'm going to play you guys a little clip to remind you of this one, okay?
We got weights and fish.
Oh shit!
Get the f- out of here.
Get the fuck out of here!
There you have it.
Those cheaters.
Those cheaters. Jacob Runyon and Chase Kaminsky, the weights and fish cheaters. Let me see if I got oh, here they are. There they are.
We got weights and fish!
Hold on.
Get the fuck out of here!
Is this what I got? It better not be.
Feel this shit. Feel how heavy this shit is.
So, if you'll remember, to recap, these guys were cleaning up on the walleye circuit on Lake Erie, Ohio. There's a picture of them holding a trophy up, a checkup, one of their many, over like 30 grand for this one tournament.
They won every
were doing.
event.
They won every event. They hundreds of thousands of dollars, a bass boat, all kinds of shit. Yeah. So at this event back in
It
September,
came out of nowhere.
everyone knew this was happening. They couldn't be that good. So at
Smaller again, but heavier. Smaller but heavier. These guys,
God, these guys are good.
I got the
guys-
densest fish.
yeah, they know where the dense ones are.
Yeah, the densest fish out there. So this event that they got caught at back in 2022 September, that would have won them $30,000 if they hadn't gotten found out. So that's the kind of money we're talking about. When you get that kind of money, cheating becomes a little bit tempting.
No, that's good money, but we gotta that's PBA money, right? That's absentee father money.
Bassmasters is
pretty
more,
good though.
Is more.
It's great.
It's good if you're winning every event. That's for sure.
And they were
For a
probably
weekend,
like
yeah.
they were on their way to like giving themselves contracts with a bigger league, probably. You know,
pretty
Absolutely.
cheap to buy.
They weren't small
weights.
potatoes.
Yeah.
$30,000 for a fishing tournament win on a weekend is not small.
Yeah, but then you talk about the fuel and the travel out there.
Well, that's why they won 12 tournaments. Then it's $360,000. You know,
Look, it's a lot of money.
10,000 a
guys.
piece for a weekend. That's not bad.
I'm just saying, for a professional sport, it's the type of pro sport where your kids they're going to public school.
right. Well, that's why everyone else in the competition had another job except for these guys. This was their full-time job, and everyone else was, working a full-time job. Yeah.
Look at it. Yeah, the walleye winner. Anyway, we finally know their fate, and frankly, they robbed everyone again. There was supposed to be a trial with over 30, I assume, hilarious witnesses from the fishing circuit up around Lake Erie.
That's the guys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The ones with the dense fish.
I haven't stopped looking at them.
I knew they couldn't be that good.
I'll be honest, Your Honor, I haven't fished since. Haven't quite felt like it. They took that from me.
I can't tell if I caught a good fish or not these days.
So last October, they were charged with. So this trial was supposed to happen Monday, right? 30 witnesses. It was going to be a fucking blockbuster, must-watch trial.
Yeah.
And just as this trial was set to begin, these cowards did what cowards do. Instead of face the music, they cut a deal. So they were charged with 3 felonies apiece. Each of them would have been a year in prison, plus a misdemeanor that would have given them another 30 days. But instead of going to jail for 3 years and not getting an ass kicking they deserved, remember they were like, just get out of here, no one touch them. The 2 will instead get 6 months probation and will, if their convictions will be expunged if they can stay out of trouble, and they will face multi-year suspensions of their fishing license. They'll need to
not
forfeit.
permanent bans. Not permanent bans.
Not permanent bans. And
3 years
also,
from now, they could be doing the same shit.
Yeah, and they'll also need to forfeit a bass boat worth $100,000.
They were putting whites in fish, Wes.
Yep, I know. So
no
trial,
suspension, a couple
No
years
justice
probation.
in this world anymore.
Yeah. They don't even have to give back the prize money. I'm sure they spent a shit ton on lawyers, but in the settlement, it was just a bass boat.
Shit.
Yeah.
Now they're going to get their asses beat. Now that this happened and justice didn't get served, justice is going to get served on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they cheated us out of the trial.
They need to move towns.
Yeah. Yeah. So cheated us again, right? Just a slap on the wrist for these fuckers. And it's a sad day for us. And it's a sad day for America, really. But you know what, guys? We all get sad. And luckily, this show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Oh, thankfully.
Getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process, especially because we're always growing and changing. We're always evolving. In just a few months, guys, I will have 3 years sober, and I literally could have not done it without therapy. 3 years. Time flies when you're not having any fun. You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, in the garage? I thought it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was just yesterday. I kid. I'm 10 times happier than I ever was drinking, and therapy helped me get there. Therapy is all about deepening your self-awareness and understanding, because sometimes we don't know what we want and why we react the way we do until we work things through. Just like getting sober. You got to get to the root of the problem. The stuff on the surface, drinking yourself stupid, for example, it's just a symptom of the bigger issue. You got to dig deep to find that main problem, and that's what a therapist can help you do. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who can take you on the journey of self-discovery from wherever you are. I get a lot of people asking me, DMing me how I got sober. I've talked to many of you, and the one thing I always tell you is the most important thing to do is get yourself in some therapy. It is life-changing. So if you're thinking about starting therapy, which generally speaking means you should have done it a while ago, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. So discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/hardfactor today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/hardfactor. And just, give it a try. It probably will help you out.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Absolutely it will. I've got a segment for you today called Bad Penises, plural. Misbehaving cocks could be an alt title. Bad peni.
Bad peni.
Yeah, that's right.
I
Like
think, multiple penises is a bukkake of penises, is it not?
it's bukkake of
bukkake.
bad penises. Yeah,
bad
that's right.
bukkake.
Bad bukkake.
I saw someone not made a Bad Bunny parody bukkake porn yet called Bad Bukkake.
Oh, it's just his music playing in the background. Well, okay. Anyways, first up,
A gaggle of cocks.
yeah, just his music had money shot after money. First up,
Clusterfuck. Some people. That's a
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Clusterfuck's a great
What's
term. Yeah.
Think of other names of animals, like a group of a gaggle. Whatever. What else is there? Like a pride.
A murder
pride
of
of
crows.
penises. A murder of
Flock,
penises.
yeah.
A pride of penises.
Pride
That's
of
pretty
penises.
good.
A flock of
Yeah.
penises.
An ego of penises.
Yeah. That's what this segment is. It's all of those and then some. So first up, let's head to Ascension Parish in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You guys familiar with that? Will, you familiar with that area?
No.
Oh yeah, Ascension Parish. I'm not
Yeah.
sure exactly the towns in it, but I have heard of it definitely. I'll
It's
just look it up.
outside of Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it's in Baton Rouge Common. It's like in Baton Rouge.
So the parish is a county down there.
Yeah.
So Ascension's probably might be.
Yeah, Gonzales. Yeah,
Okay,
Donaldsonville.
okay.
Donaldsonville area.
Donaldsonville. It's just
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
east
yeah,
of Baton
yeah.
Rouge. Yeah,
Yeah. That's the home of 57-year-old
or,
Michael
sorry,
Maston.
southeast. Yeah, southeast.
Southeast. It's the home of 57-year-old Michael Maston, or at least where he works. And Michael is in possession of one bad penis. Michael has used that penis now at least twice, and probably when you see the video, hundreds of times, as he's been caught and I believe admitted to, after the video came out, to peeing in the water supply of Ascension Parish, something that's easy for him to do as a long tenured employee of the water plant in Donaldsonville, there down in that parish.
Aw.
Essentially.
He's going
Yeah.
to the end of the treatment plant and peeing in that, huh? Like,
Yeah.
he's not peeing in the beginning, he's peeing in the end.
What?
Oh,
an
no, he's
asshole.
peeing when it's already been
When it's done.
filtrated in.
Yeah.
When it's already
After.
right when it's about to
Okay,
go
What a
out.
piece of shit. So everybody in town has drank this guy's piss.
That's
He's
it.
putting
Well,
too much stress on the machine. I know he's peeing it before it goes through, but it's a lot of extra stress on the machine.
I'm going to
That's
go to
not-
the after tank.
He's going to the
Don't
after
do
tank.
it.
The west,
Don't
the,
you
the
do
west
it.
side tank. So frustrated with life, he peed in the water supply a bunch of times, affecting the drinking water for thousands of people down there. Hey, honey, does this water look yellow to you? Just drink it, you pussy. That's basically the majority of conversations during Michael Maston's yellow reign of terror down there.
In parishes, yeah.
Yeah, in Paris. Just drink it. Here's, you guys want to see the video?
Water's got a grainy taste too.
Oh, you're up to the it tastes like piss thing again. You're on that again, huh?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Never
Someone
get
at the
a
water
fucking-
supply stores peeing in the water. Someone
We
at the
live in a
plant.
parish, dumbass.
Yeah. You guys want to see the video of this creep?
Are you pregnant?
Yes. Yeah.
By the way, he was fired a few hours after his bosses saw this tape. I guess they spent a couple hours saying, oh my God, into their hands before finally bringing him into the office to fire him, because I don't know what would take a couple hours. It would be instantaneous. Here you go. Wait, I'm going to put it
Here it
back up.
comes.
Here it comes.
Oh, keeps popping down for some reason.
Somebody hit the fucking button. I got it. There he goes. He's
There it
walking out. He's walking out. Watch. He knows where the camera is, so watch.
He's
He attempts to tilt it. He attempts to tilt it out of view,
What
but
a
he doesn't do a
fucking
good enough
obvious
job.
Bitch.
He
Nice,
doesn't do a good
Steven.
enough
Smooth.
job. So watch. Now he goes.
Oh
lean
my
over,
goodness.
To lean over
This
the tank.
piece of shit.
Listen closely here. Here we go. Can you hear it?
Oh,
You hear that?
yeah, that's just his scream.
That's him.
He's
going
peeing
in.
hard. He's peeing hard. And guys, this stream goes.
Horse.
I didn't play it, but it goes for about 50 seconds at this velocity. He was
Oh, you're not
holding
committing
it
a felony. You're
all
not, yeah,
day.
you're not committing a felony and go light on
in. He
it.
could have
He's
filled
also
up.
he's looking right at the camera when he does it. Like,
Yeah,
he's
well,
an
he thought he
idiot.
tilted it out of the way, but he did not. Yeah, he could have filled
He
up
knew.
more than a 32-ounce Gatorade with that pee. Yeah.
yeah.
Wide mouth.
So how big is the tank? So like, is it like a reservoir he's peeing in, right? Or is it like,
Fresh drinking water. It's big. It's. I mean,
It's
he's
like-
pissing into the drinking water.
It's like
It's
you know,
like a
like,
swimming pool size.
yeah, there you go.
right?
He's an asshole.
Yeah, so
Fuck
that's
this
He's
guy.
an asshole.
Pat, that's what the parish thing. The parish people are saying. They're saying they're trying to cover their own asses and doing. They said At no time was the public in danger, and samples show the water quality is in good standing, in quotes.
I'm sure.
And meets all safe water drinking requirements. So, yeah, they're covering their own asses and going with the diluted stranger piss is not that bad for you approach.
Oh, you're up to this again, honey.
Yeah.
She's talking about the piss in the water again. Okay.
It's not even that much piss when you think about it. Diluted through everyone's just getting a little bit of piss.
It's just above normal.
Yeah.
This guy, they should bring back like a public, not something where somebody can really injure him, but something like everybody can throw rotten like produce at him.
No, they should be able to piss on his face. The whole town should be able to. They should lock him in like a guillotine thing, and everyone should be allowed to piss on his face.
Take turns.
With one of those
at the bottom of a porta potty, and you just pee into it.
Yeah, and the Dom sub mouth forcer opener.
Yeah.
What about a dunk tank? What about a dunk
like
tank?
the one that cancer wears?
Yeah, they force it. What about a dunk tank of all the town people's urine instead of water? So you throw baseballs and he just gets dunked into everyone's piss. So yeah, they're covering their own asses. And I have a question. I'll be like, did Michael have any STDs? Because I Googled it and it says it's hard to get an STD from urine, but not impossible. And maybe it's impossible if after going through a filtration system in a watering tank, but I'd still be asking some questions like, does this guy have any STDs? Because I'm drinking his piss, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it when that woman said she got STDs from that guy that was repeatedly peeing in her water bottle.
I Googled it. You can. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you totally can.
Maybe we should have bought
That's
it.
a bad penis, Mark. I'd say
that's a bad penis. Let's move on to the next one. He went from like, by the way, like he just turned into like a full Batman villain. Like what happened? Like maybe that's why he got an STD from someone in the town, and he's like, I want to take it out on everyone in this stupid town and give everyone an STD. Yeah. I don't know. He hasn't fessed up to why I did.
You're just a full-on asshole when you do something like that. I mean,
I guess at least it didn't shoot anyone. But next up, it's time for
one person bullied him. Like one person named like Little John or Little Bob, probably like bullied him.
Yeah.
And he knew that if he pissed, he would get everyone, but he'd also get Little Bob. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Like he goes to like the local shop.
Collateral damage.
Yeah.
Little Bob always makes fun of him at his restaurant or something in front of his wife, and he
emasculates him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. At the fair, he gets no respect. Next up, it's that time of year again. That's right. The Japanese Penis Festival or Kanamara Festival's back.
Yes.
This upcoming weekend. That's where over 50,000 people take to the streets to worship cock. There's a bunch of penis statues and penis art and penis party favors. It's basically like the world's biggest bachelorette party, right? Like, yeah,
pretty fun.
So, yeah, it's interesting. This year, though, the officials that put on the festival, I should say, are putting their cocks down. As there is one particularly bad penis that has been giving them a bad name, and they are not having it this year. Someone has been going to the penis festival every year since 2015, dressed in a very good penis costume, so good that everyone assumes that it's the official mascot of the festival. And they're like, oh, look, let's take a picture with the penis mascot.
That thing is really veiny.
Yeah, it's very veiny.
So penis arm too.
Yeah, penis arm.
Penis.
It's a full body penis with a penis arm. Does he have two penis arms or just the one?
Maybe two, but maybe the other one's behind the other one. We don't know. I don't know.
Listen, the problem is that it's chocolate, and Japanese people are racist. So,
well, there's another problem. Another problem. Here's a tweet that the Kanamara Festival Twitter page put out this week that said, as of March 2023, there are no official mascots characters for our Kanamara Festival. We do not officially recognize the costume mascot called Gachachin, which is being treated as an official mascot of the internet in any way whatsoever. The maker of the costume performed without permission and took the costume off in the end. So, we win or whatever. And Gachachin right here is the poop version of popular children's character Gotcha Pin. Chin for pin, chin is slang for guess what?
Penis.
Cock, rod, willy, stiffy, meat stick, main vein, love pump, penis. Okay. You guessed it. It's gotcha penis instead of gotcha pin. So this is like for little kids, and then you see he's got the googly eyes, and it's just a penis version of the beloved.
What's wrong with this? I don't see anything wrong with it.
That's not okay.
So that's the other reason why they're probably not thrilled with it.
Because it's kid associated.
Because it's every kid's like, oh, that looks like my favorite character.
Well, you're bringing your kid to the cock festival,
right?
Probably.
Yep.
Yep.
Bringing your kid to the cock festival.
They might see it online though, Wes. And be like, now I want you to buy me a gotcha chin, Dad.
Yeah.
On what planet did you think it was a good idea to bring our son to the cock festival?
Yeah,
I was obsessed.
lessons
Got to be.
learned today, huh?
Dude, how many divorced dads are hearing that shit?
Yeah, a few this year.
Anyways, that's another bad penis for you. So there's the bad penises today.
Nice.
Gotcha chin.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Hello,
All right.
take a picture with Gotcha chin.
Gotcha. You're taking your kid to the penis festival.
It's a bad idea. It's incredible that
You know,
we're even
I
talking
should've-
about the fact that
Should have
people probably
known
did it.
when I walked through a giant arch of penises to get in. I didn't put two and two together. Yeah.
The penis festival does sound fun though. The Japan. I mean,
Yeah.
They have like 50-foot statues of
It's all about
Everybody's
fertility
getting
and
Yeah.
like fucking and like. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna get
getting
laid
laid.
if you go.
so laid.
Yeah.
So laid.
You don't think like at the end of the day, maybe she's seen so many penises that
Yeah, but the
She's all
energy's
penised out?
The energy's
she's
high
all
for penis.
penised out. That's what I mean.
But it
Oh, one more.
could make her want them more.
My
One
point is
more.
you can't stay till the end. You got to leave early. you know?
Yeah.
It's just a build up to the inevitable, penis celebration later,
That's right.
right? You would hope. That's what I don't kill it for my imagination, please.
Like if I went to like a funnel cake festival and it was just all fake funnel cakes, and then someone handed me a real funnel cake at the end of the day,
you'd hell out of
I'd
it.
eat the shit out of that. Funnel
I see
cake.
what you're saying. That's smart. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like a tease.
You got
It's like edging.
imitation all day, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get the real deal.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot, we're going to the blowjob festival today.
Hold on, Wes. But what if you got home? You're looking at great funnel cakes all day, awesome ones, like well crafted fake ones.
But I couldn't eat one.
TV good funnel cakes, and then you get home and there's like a shitty kind of mangled, ugly small ass funnel cake.
I'd still eat it.
You still eat it, yeah.
You'd still eat it.
It would still be delicious.
Yeah,
It
you
would
What,
still
the
be
guy-
delicious.
The funnel cake would be consumed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd be happy. You'd be happy, but the funnel cake would be
That's right.
fine. Yeah.
That's right.
the funnel cake. Yeah.
But the funnel cake would be satisfied.
It would have been eaten for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next segment. It's called Don't Forget to Read the Fine Print. All right. If you're like me, you get fucked by not reading the fine print all the time in life, constantly. Like you sign up for some subscription, like for a year on accident. It's probably expensive. You've wasted money on that. You're never going to use it. You lose all your money to a crypto exchange that you were like, wow, that can happen. Sure can. Just another day in the life of a doofus like me who doesn't read the fine print, right? Like,
We're all like Shrek and Rumpelstiltskin from Shrek 3, and they're just staring at us, twiddling their fingers. Sign it, sign it, sign it.
Yeah.
Sign. Yeah.
exactly. And then you do, and then boom, you've lost something. You're locked in. You didn't read the fine print. But sometimes the stakes are a little higher than your personal bank account or whatever else you get locked into. Like when it comes to federal legislation from the government. We all remember the Patriot Act, right? Like everybody totally gave up like Fourth Amendment privacy protections on
Is
the
that
internet.
the Jack Ryan movie?
Never forget, bro. Never
in the
forget.
name of fighting terrorism. Yeah. So it was like, right. Yeah. Everybody's like, yeah, we don't want 9/11 to happen again. We hate terrorists. So, okay, government, you have access to all of our data forever now. And that's
Harrison
kind of
Ford.
Patriot Act. Well, now another good cause is being used to usher in a new era of losing all privacy protections online. And what it's called is S686, aka the TikTok ban bill, aka the restrict bill. And it's the Senate's version.
That doesn't
And
sound
while
great.
what's that, Mark?
That doesn't sound great.
Well, the TikTok ban, right? We can all pretty much agree for the most part that TikTok infecting the minds of our youth in America and rotting their brain with their CCP made algorithm is worse than American companies doing it because they also do it with their American made algorithm, right? I mean, like that.
You're damn right.
Yeah,
America. They brought a better product into our country. Get it the fuck out of here.
Get out of here. We're bringing it
outta
back.
here.
American social media, American. So like we all want TikTok gone, and I think like TikTok sucks in a lot of ways. So like a lot of people agree on that, right? But that doesn't mean that we want to agree as American citizens to the following things that the restrict bill currently does. It grants the federal government data access to all internet devices, including computers, routers, security cameras, video game systems, and all applications that access the internet
These
in
idiots
general.
really want to see us jerking off.
Yeah, they do.
Oh man.
My God.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to buy some more tape, Wes.
It's gonna be a
All they gotta
Japanese
do is
penis
ask, man.
festival over there. Yeah.
If you are deemed a national security risk, which can be done to anyone at any time for any reason, they can audit your data on any of those devices for evidence. And if they find anything, they can put you in prison for 20 plus years and fine you up to $1 million. And that violation could be as simple as using a VPN to access your TikTok account or any other banned application. They
This
decide.
is like the FBI
well,
warning. If
well-
you can't bootleg a VHS, you could spend 20 years in jail. It's like if you, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is all good and well, Will. But what if I have a firearm and the government can't come for me? Right? I could protect myself with a firearm.
Oh, they could just still come. You mean
think they
they
can
still
still
have the
arrest
arrest
you.
warrant.
Okay, I get.
still have the
you're
arrest
saying,
warrant.
You're
It's
saying
not
when
gonna
the
save
government
you.
comes for you, they're not going to use. They're going to use technology, not actual. Guns.
They will. They'll just use. They'll show up in like an automated car, and they'll just put you in
Pat,
some
you could,
electronic
well, you could
cuffs.
shoot them, Pat, but then you'd probably get some more time.
Then
added
you'd get
on.
a
Yeah.
bigger federal charge, a much
Yeah.
bigger one. And this bill is fucked up because not only is it getting bipartisan sponsorship on Capitol Hill from all the senators, right, including the richest one that's ever lived. He's one of the sponsors of the bill. It's also terrifying a bipartisan group of citizens who realize that this is another wolf in sheep's clothing from Uncle Sam. And so when you see the libs of TikTok and 4chan uniting, you kind of know something is up, right? It's kind of like with the pipeline bombing and the federal marijuana pardon that took exactly 0 people out of jail. When those two groups get riled up about the same thing, usually something fucked up is happening.
The restrict. It's in the name. It doesn't sound good, you know.
Right. The we can fuck you in the ass for
Yeah.
anything you post on social media act.
The
And as
hemorrhoid
always,
act.
yeah, with all federal paperwork, you always need to read the fine print because if you hadn't, you wouldn't have known this. Kind of fucked up, huh?
Yeah, very.
It upsets me that they put shit out like this, like it could actually pass. I don't think it will pass. Hopefully it doesn't, but
It's
it
an
upsets
alarming
me that
trend. It's an alarming thing that if it does pass, could really go further.
Things like
Right.
the VPN thing is such like a bullshit because like they can get so many people and then basically what they do is they just like they have them at their bending will because
they're
like,
trying
well,
to turn people into
right,
criminals.
Technically, we can arrest you for a long time here, so you know
Right? It's like
because you
making
watch
laws
you watch
that-
Canada Netflix, you know, on a VPN.
making laws that apply
Watch
to tons
Letterkenny.
of people, right? And then okay, you're a social media terrorist.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Well, you want to read the fine print. Make sure that you're in compliance with all that. Same with federal laws over state lines, though, because you might not know. What if you live on a border? I live right on the border of California. I don't know what I can get in trouble for doing something over a state line. You should be
I'm
aware
always
of your
bringing
risk.
shit from state to state.
Exactly.
I love
You-
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's fun.
What is this,
It's
lithium?
fun. Right. Super fun, but you need to be aware of your risk out there as well when you're crossing over state lines. Take, for example, one Hagerstown, Maryland man who must not have been aware of the laws, the federal laws involved with cyber stalking over into West Virginia from Maryland, where his ex lives. Because Derek Wayne Bowers, here he is,
Ooh,
Derek
three-banger.
Derik, no C, 44 years old, was indicted on one count of stalking by a federal grand jury in Martinsburg, West Virginia, after court documents allege he harassed and intimidated his former Morgan County, West Virginia girlfriend through text messages, 815 phone calls in one single 48-hour period, and endless social
Wasn't picking
media
up.
messages for quote unquote several months.
What's
Mark,
the
what's
math
that?
there?
What's
the
what's
math
that a
there?
minute?
So
16 calls an hour
there you go,
during that
16 calls
48
an hour.
window. Yeah.
For 48 hours. That's assuming he slept 4 hours a day. To knock like 10 hours for sleep off, 5
He
hours
was
a
on
day.
meth that whole time.
It was more
Yeah,
like
man.
20, 25
right. There was some
calls.
50 a time,
Every other
50
minute.
hours. Yeah.
every other minute for every time he was
Yeah.
awake.
There was a few hundred hours.
How pissed do you think he was when he heard about like how cheap robocall technology
Again,
is?
hit it again.
I'm doing it again.
Could've just
I'm
paid
doing
for
it again.
this. Yeah.
The thing that
Yeah,
took the
so-
longest was the rings. He had to wait.
Maybe she'll pick up this time.
Right. Number 812. He's like, maybe next time.
And how many of them those were like, I'm sorry, I know I've been calling too much. I just love you. And then he's like, pick up the phone, you bitch. And they're like going back and forth like from like angry to yeah.
You are such a bitch, you know that, but I love you.
I didn't mean any of those things I said when I called you, bitch. Just give me another chance. Ah, fucking cut. Like,
yeah. No, I mean, Derek, and you could see it. You could see it in his eyes there in the mugshot.
Looks like he's stalking the person taking a picture of him.
He fits the bill. Yeah. So that period where he was averaging 16 calls an hour if he didn't sleep was in December. And, you know, he looks like he probably did it. He really should have read the fine print on those federal cyber stalking laws, though, because he's pretty much fucked. Seems like all the evidence adds up to he did it. He's facing up to 5 years in prison if found guilty. So definitely should have read the fine print. Did not know that cyber stalking could land you that big of a federal crime.
So that lady has 3 years of peace because when he gets out after 3,
he's gonna let her know too as he's going in.
Yeah,
he's gonna slit her
see him
throat.
3 years.
Cherish this time.
Yeah. She needs to change her number because he's gonna call her from all of his phone calls in jail. Yeah.
And DJ Bearnuts live comment says, "It's me, Derek Wayne." Yeah, Derek Wayne is one of the funniest names I've ever heard. Like
Derek Wayne.
Every voicemail. Derek. By the way, Derek Wayne. Derek Wayne.
Oh, Derek Wayne.
I look like my name should be Derek Wayne right now. Maybe I should just change it.
Or Wayne Derek.
Or Bruce Derek.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to shit on Derek's because, like, I'm sure there's someone out there listening named Derek, but what a name that is, man. Have you ever? No. I mean, I've never met a Derek I've trusted in my life.
Derek Wayne, though, especially with no C in the Derek, it's just that's a classic name. It's Americana.
Mm-hmm.
Meth. Too.
Are you guys on 16.4? You guys 16.4 dudes?
The newest iOS that launched today.
Oh.
That's how you really, Wes, that me saying 16.4 connected that in your brain?
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
Man, Wes knows, man. Wes is an Apple guy. Wes has been in
my right?
ecosystem.
Wes just
you're right.
Wes just ruined 3 jokes.
No, I mean, let me just...
Well,
Jump to paragraph 2, Pat.
I saw it was released, so
good thing I have this eraser.
What are we talking about? The new such and suches?
You talking? That's the iOS. What does the I stand for in iOS, Wes?
Oh yeah, of course.
I know it's operating system, intelligent operating system.
I have no fucking idea. I might want to Google that. Derek Wayne.
Yeah,
right,
so 16 stands for iPhone, Pat.
iPhone, yeah, I know. Yeah, I assumed that, Will, but I didn't know. Yeah, the new iOS app, guys, is an update to your phone. Now, look, I will tell you this. A lot of people, like my life partner, they don't update their phone because it's a pain in the ass. And if you're addicted to your phone, oftentimes the updates just skip you right by because, like, you got to be plugged in north of 50%.
You got it. People who are on the phone all the time, they're not getting the updates. Yeah,
right. And then it's
exactly like
schedules it at like midnight.
Yeah,
right. Or it's like at 3 a.m. It's like your phone's gonna update at 3 a.m. tonight, but you're a fucking phone junkie. And you're fucking with it till 2:30, and then you're sub 50%. It's not in a charger because you're a fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell your phone tells you again. It's like you missed it again. You missed the update again.
You want to update while
Screen
you're
time for the
again,
week.
sleep
Right. Again.
Yeah.
Oh, Derek Wayne.
Yeah. It just shows you Derek Wayne. Several iOSs behind Derek.
Damn it, Derek Wayne.
The reason you don't want to do that, guys, is technology is moving exponentially fast, right? Like ChatGPT is taking comedy writers' jobs. It's going to be integrated into Zoom to help people organize teams better. Like the exponential technological growth is happening. So is hacking technology. So that's why you want to update your iOS ASAP. Like anytime, most of the times when there is a push, right, it's fun stuff like we're going to talk about, like emojis, but largely it's to patch a vulnerability. So don't get caught with your pants down like Derek Wayne. But let's talk about the cool shit that's actually in this update, the new fucking emojis, guys. So there's 21 new emojis. And look, what are emojis, right? They're supposed to express a feeling or a sentiment in a pictograph, pictorially, use less words. But ultimately, what they really are is ways for kids to surreptitiously communicate about two things, sex and drugs. Okay, so we're going to go through some of these new emojis first. I'm going to introduce them to you. And then I found a couple blogs on Tumblr with kids talking about what they're going to be using these emojis for once they get that update.
And we're going to try to turn them into sex things too, right? We're gonna,
Exactly. That's exactly how we're.
Well, I
going
mean,
to
I've already looked at them, and I've already got a combo that I'm gonna hit.
Hell yes. Okay. All right. So first, let's go through the straight ones. Let's go through just the straight emojis, guys. So the first one, the shaking face.
This one's great. It's like Mr. Krabs. Yeah.
That's like, are you trying to blow me? I'll be like, oh.
Quickie blowjob.
Yeah.
Right. It's the Mr. Krabs meme, where the room is going crazy behind him, but
or it could be for like you trying to get real, trying to rage tonight, trying to party hard.
Could be.
Yeah, you're going you're going crazy.
Moose, that's like your testicle, moose knuckle.
Yeah, moose is new. What's that one, Mark?
Big for people nicknames.
Is that how they spelled it?
That's how it's spelled.
Donkey.
It's spelled D-U-N-K-Y. The donkey, guys, is back.
That's the southern
the
donkey.
ass, the jackass,
Yeah,
the mule,
the ass, right? The wing, okay.
Ooh.
The goose.
They need
jelly. You like the goose? The goose is sexy, man. Look at the.
You need to differentiate between duck and goose, and now they can.
There you go.
Duck, goose.
The jellyfish.
Oh,
Not
great.
necessary.
Dude, the jellyfish
ginger root
combined with the crazy face, telling you that text is gonna shake things up.
Ginger root looks like gotcha chin.
Yeah, it does.
It kind of does. Well, so like, let's talk about ginger root real quick.
Ginger fruit.
It kind of looks like kaching, right? So I don't know why they put ginger root on there other than
it's a delicious root.
Well, look, the OG representation for a huge dong is an eggplant. The ginger root will be the same, but for a gross dong, I think, like a Weinstein dong.
Yeah, that's like
He's got a ginger root.
Roethlisberger's going to ginger root everybody. Yeah.
Right. How was it? Oh, not good. I'll be honest with you. Okay. Is ginger root motherfucker? We got the fan, right? This is the wireless symbol.
Wi-Fi.
Right.
Sweet.
The flute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the hands.
Skin flute.
So this is the drop. There's a left and a right pushing hands, and these are super dynamic. I actually want to get into these real quick, guys.
That's a get away from me. That's a
So as a single, it could be get away from you, right?
Like dick size also.
Right. So a lot of the kids are saying that the hand will be used to establish a safe word. So it'll be hand, eggplant emoji, and then whatever the safe word's going to be.
It's like no emoji. Or like
right.
it's no dicks.
Right.
I see.
Yeah, a lot of people are also saying that the hands together with the crystal ball emoji will be used to essentially represent getting freaky, a la Bowie in Labyrinth, in the movie Labyrinth, right?
Oh yeah,
that's the idea. If you want to get really freaky, and then guys, the hands is also going to describe a large penis, larger than the eggplant, with a moose in between.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got the flute as well, the maracas, the hair pick, the pea pod. So those are like the straight ones. There's a couple new hearts in there. But let's get into what the kids are talking about. They're going to use in these for.
Clitoris-y.
You think the pea pod looks a little clitoris-y?
Could be. Like a bunch of clitorises, or like it's got a vaginal.
Pea pod's going to be a great joke because you can call people peas in a pod.
You can do that. The kids are talking about the pea pod more as the back clitoris, Mark, as a representation of she's down for anal beads. So this is what the kids are doing.
Anal beads,
right?
Yeah.
So it's the girl emoji, the point down, the peach, and then
the anal beads,
the pea pod. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling the hair pick and the fan are going to be used inappropriately for a race.
By you?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you that.
I have a feeling that I'm going to inappropriately use it for Asians and then black people. Just to be clear.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
You got a feeling, huh? I'll be honest with you, Wes. I didn't write anything for either of those emojis.
I got a feeling. Maybe the maracas too.
Yeah, the maracas. Yeah. Well, you got the whole gauntlet there.
Oh, you should have seen it.
There, pickup truck.
It was real impressive.
You should have seen these three.
Okay. So let's get into a little bit more about what the kids are saying with the shaky face. So a lot of kids are putting the party emoji, right, and then the snowflake, and then the shaky face, and then the death emoji for as like. Essentially, I'm going to party so hard, I'm going to fucking die.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that, Mark. The flute, a lot of people are going to saying is going to take over the snowflake emoji for blow.
Oh,
Interesting. Okay, it's like a straw.
Yeah.
I was thinking like you put lips next to it 'cause it's like sucking a dick because skin flute's like synonymous with penis.
Right, suck that dick.
Yeah.
Donkey, right? A lot of kids are saying it's going to replace the OG ass peace emoji, right? So a lot of kids are putting the eggplant, the jizz, sweat, and then the donkey right there. So like, I'm going to jizz on that ass or in that ass. See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's
Houdini-
definitely ass
Houdini?
now. The
Yeah,
donkey
he's on
is
that
ass
ass.
for sure.
Yeah.
Also, like the jellyfish, man. Is there a blue pill? Is there a blue muscle relaxer or a blue painkiller? Because the jellyfish is going to dominate.
Well,
It's going to dominate that.
Xanax
that game.
can be blue.
Oh, dude,
Right.
You
Xanax,
trying to get
jellyfish.
stung?
I didn't see that. But what I did see is more along the lines of what Mark's talking about. Like the show Friends was huge and really made a major impact. So a lot of people are talking about how the jellyfish emoji will be represented for someone who's into golden showers. So jellyfish
pee.
emoji, bucket, and then the melty face emoji. A lot of kids are using that if you're into the kink
R.
community.
Kelly.
That makes sense.
Right. That's
Yeah.
a serious R. Kelly situation.
That makes
Acid
sense.
too could be maybe.
What's
Like
that?
acid maybe like melty.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
totally,
dude,
absolutely, man.
You got some blue X pills. Jellyfish emoji is going to be
Big time.
big time.
What do you think Goose is gonna be? I couldn't figure out. They weren't talking about what Goose is gonna be.
The goose is loose. No gray goose if you don't get loose.
Angry.
Goosing someone's like pinching their butt, right?
Right, pinching their ass.
Pinching their ass. Could
Gooses
be like
are assholes too. So geese are assholes too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. There's one other that the kids
Mostly
are
excited
talking
about the shaking head. That's the best one.
Do you guys know about the Khanda or the Kahanda, which is the image for the Sikh religion, the religion of Sikhs?
no.
And,
That's what that is. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. Okay.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is. And a lot of kids are saying that it means that they want to bang someone through a sheet, but I don't know what that meant.
Add that
Well,
one.
Wes
To the,
just-
add that one to the
Yeah,
pile.
I was about to say Wes just got a new one. Wes just got a new one. You gave him 4 now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not true, guys. That's not true. I looked it up. It's not true. But yeah, those are
I'm
the new
set.
emojis.
Yeah.
Those are the new emojis, guys. I'm excited to use them. Keep an eye out for parents out there. Keep an eye out there for them. If you see your kids, especially your
Moose.
daughters, posting a left hand moose, right hand, you might want to have a little talk with her.
Wes, how's the wedding going this weekend? Morocco.
yeah. We need one for like
Spanish
white,
wedding.
Yeah. What's like the white guy? Just the white guy?
I was saying like a pickup truck or something.
Isn't it like half the
old-
art, like the majority of the emojis?
Yeah.
Dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A Wall Street guy or a pickup
Yeah.
truck.
yeah, could be a pickup truck. Wait, for what are you saying it would be?
The
Redneck.
scientist.
Oh,
emoji.
okay.
For like a white
Yeah.
guy, or like like yuppie or redneck. Like you could do. Like
I'm not that good at the emoji. I'm just going with one of the kids. But I am excited to use flute. I'm excited to use flute for blood.
Yeah, let's play around with them. See if we can come up with some good. Send us your favorite combinations.
No, we can
Yep.
start a Discord thread.
No,
where we can just
I'm gonna
kinda-
bamboozle people with
up
the
with
jellyfish and
combinations.
the shaky face. I'm just gonna send it. I'll just send it.
You guys want
like,
to do a Discord thread with all the best
combinations of 'em.
combinations?
It's
We
like a
should-
Lone Star puzzle too.
You have to
We
guess
can make
what? Yeah,
like
so it's not you have to guess what they're trying to say.
yeah.
Right. You got to update, but you got to update, okay? Because if you're not updated, you're not going to be able to play the game. Also,
Yeah,
if you're
'cause-
on an Android, you're not
So
going to play the game.
in our Discord thread, we'll do like you can do symbols, and then underneath it do the secret black text, like the what's it called, spoiler text, which everyone should know how to do. Google it, but a lot of people on our Discord know how to do it. I think it's
like
like
Mickey.
star. I forget, that might be italics, but figure out how to do. Yeah, and then you can put your answer and type it out, and then people will try to figure out what you did. Yeah.
It's like a Mickey
Oh shit!
puzzle.
Yeah,
There was one
exactly.
more. I almost forgot this. So this was in one of the pages I went on the Dom sub community. We talk about this a lot. The show. I don't know why, but they released a wireless emoji. So that's when the sub switches to the Dom, they text that wireless. Like
You think that's what's it called when they vibrate like remotely? What's that sex term?
Butt plugio.
Yeah, but Pluggy is the main character in that, but it has like a name. That's what that symbol's for like people remotely setting off. I'm about to shock your anal beads from afar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sorry, it wasn't too much that segment.
You could do
We
jellyfish.
should end the show.
Jellyfish Wi-Fi. Jellyfish Wi-Fi is you're about to shock someone remotely.
All right. Is everybody on tomorrow?
Oh no, Pat, you're not on tomorrow, right?
No, I'll be on Friday show.
All right, cool.
Sweet.
we go.
Okay.
You can see that I'm a needy guy.
Oh, look at that.
Copyright.
That's actually
Would you take
real
my
stuff.
love and then
There's no way that makes it to YouTube.
No, that's a regular, just you know. That's
you
called
get
give it a
confident.
try.
Yeah. By
Give
the
it a
black,
try.
by the
Why
white
not?
stripes.
Yeah. By the Black Keys. All right.
White black stripes. Yeah.
Song.
Oh man.
Maybe.
Wes just lost us $75.
Yep.
Just take it out. Nah, come on. That's not.
Cut it
That's
in
not
post,
they don't.
sir.
They don't have licensed fucking music on the wheel.
Yeah, we've gotten dinged a few times from your
Oh
song
yeah,
selection.
definitely they do. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. For sure.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about
Anyway.
that?
What a day to
something
start.
new
What
every
a
day.
way to start your day. Get out there and have a great fucking day.